Hi there, welcome. Sorry I'm running a little bit late. I'm kind of getting used to these tutorials and grabbing last minute things to get ready. So thanks for hopefully getting connected. Maybe you'll get your notifications that we've gone live. Not sure how often I had planned on doing this. I'm getting some reviews from you guys yesterday that you liked my live video and wondering how often I'm going to be doing this, when I'm going to be doing this. And I quite honestly don't know. I didn't plan on being kind of a newscaster, so wasn't planning on being with you guys every day, but it's kind of interesting to see what the community is saying. I want to hear what you guys are looking for. I certainly want to be able to give you everything you would want, since we're all isolated here at home. Even Jonah is going a little bit crazy. He was making, let's see, he just had stuck this on my back here, a little kick me. He was trying to be all sneaky and said, "Hey, how do you spell kick?" and then slapped this on my back. Sneaky little guy. But right now he's playing a little bit of Zelda, I think is what he's on. So I don't know about you guys at home. I've really enjoyed homeschooling. Getting some time. He's finding his own little rhythm. He really likes not having to wake up and get onto the bus and rush off to school. So, and I don't know, I'm open to kind of sharing what you guys are doing with your kids at home. We were looking at Mo Williams. That seems to be pretty popular. Right now he's doing a little doodle at 1, so we'll probably check that out here after this little live. So today I was going to do a little bit of a stretchy bracelet. It looks like this. This is what I have here. So these are some really beautiful crystals that have this electroplated gold edging. There was a photo of it here today of all the crystals, a lot of colors that we have, and so I could take a photo of all the pictures of the ones that colors that we have currently in stock. So kind of thought I could talk about stretch magic today, and so the things that we're going to be working with is stretch magic, little hypo cement, okay, and some beads. So I have here, let's see, get you guys all ready. Switch the camera around. So these are the things that we're going to be working with here today. So these 3 things. And then we're going to kind of go over some tips and techniques of what we can learn about using elastic, okay? There's some different sizes. We carry something called Stretch Magic, which we've been carrying for a lot of years. No matter what you're using, Stretch Magic is slippery. So, although you might hear some things about not using glue, it really still helps. Let's see. So this is my station here set up. Got triangle trays this time. Hopefully won't have beads rolling all around. Okay, so here, this is kind of what we're making. Got it here in person. Okay, these are the items that we're going to be using today. So, can kind of take a look here. So if you have those things at home, otherwise we can get those to you. I got to pick out a design here. Thought I would be more decisive, but unlike you guys, now I want to make something stretchy. So I have a bunch of these crystals. It looks like when I made this particular sample, I have 3, 4, 5, 12 beads here. So 3, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep, 12 beads. So I've got some 0.7 millimeter, okay, right here. 0.7 millimeter we've got the stuff in clear, so obviously a little bit tough to see, but we also carried in black as well. Comes in 0.5 millimeter, 0.7 millimeter, 0.8 millimeter, and 1 millimeter. Now your goal is to pretty much get the thickest thread you can fit through your bead. Okay, this one might be able to fit a little bit, might be able to fit a 0.8 here. I just had a 0.7 handy, and you know, sometimes I go with maybe just a smidgen thinner, because when I tie my knot, I like to hide it in the bead if I can. Okay. But if you can find that most holes in beads are about a 0.9 millimeter in size. So 0.7, 0.8 are very, very popular sizes. So one of the good things to do, I'm going to clip off a piece of this stretchy stuff, is we want to kind of pre-stretch it. So if you guys have old stuff at home, get rid of it. You know, plastic naturally deteriorates, so, you know, it's best to just start with new stuff. You know, for as cheap as it is, it's worth it. You know, so like I was talking about glue earlier, that, you know, some people don't like to use it, or crimps can cut it. You know, crimps, I tend to not use crimps because I do feel like the lifespan of them can be, you know, but I find some people have used it and been successful. So, you know, to each their own. The best method, though, that I find is just using a little dab of glue, because naturally plastic deteriorates. Glue is going to make it wear down also. So really, stretch bracelets, you find nothing is super expensive, is generally put onto stretchy, because stretchy stuff is kind of a fashion, you know. So this lasts as long as the fashion lasts, is how I like to put it. Okay, so I like to kind of pre-stretch a little bit here so that there's less of it when you end up finishing your piece. So it's kind of like if you are hand knotting, you would do the same thing. You tend to wet it, throw it over the door, put some weights on both sides, let it dry, so that it gives it a little of that pre-stretching. Okay, so now I'm going to pick out, let's see, what did I say, 11 beads? 12 beads. All right. What do I want to make? Should I follow this sample here? So I have this one here. So I have a lot of pretty colors here. Some beautiful reds. So I'm kind of making color lineup. So once I get it in an order, you can kind of, I'll show it to you guys. So the news is pretty scary, you know. I don't know if you guys have been trying to shut off the TVs. It's a good idea to do it. But Italy is looking at worse numbers than China had, and they have, I don't know, like 20 times the people. So you guys really be careful. I worry about all of you guys out there. I do also want to say thank you for everybody reaching out also. It's been really heartwarming to kind of hear everybody's story and what's going on. We're all kind of isolated, so oh, you want to say something? Just real quick. Jonah's here with me today. I was telling him about how you did Mo Williams this morning. We were listening to his cartoons, and he cut out the little puppets, right? That was fun. You did that first thing this morning, and then we got to watch the other episodes. We printed out the printouts there, and I have some of your things over there if you want to do one of your cutout projects. No? Okay. Well, you want to help me do the stretchy bracelet? Do you want to help string this for me? That's what I'm going to do with these guys. Alright. So, back to work. Okay. Let's see. Let's see what's that? Okay. So these are the things we're working with. Okay, you guys. So we pre-stretched our string here. And you'll find that you don't need a needle. You can just string these babies right on.
I really wanted something like that. Like this.
Yeah, that's what I was making right now here, Jonah, with everybody. Was a stretchy, yeah, bracelet. So making one just like it. So we'll have 2 available, you guys. So I thought maybe we could have a shop session.
I was going to say I would have one.
Okay, well, maybe I'm only gonna have 1 for sale. It sounds like Jonah might keep 1 here.
I like them.
Yeah, it's really pretty.
I think so too.
Can you tell me how many beads I have on there?
Sure.
Can you tell me? Can you want to count this?
I'll see how many you need.
Okay.
So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12.
We need 12?
I think so, yeah.
Okay, I think that's what I have here. Let's see.
1, 2, 3, 4, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. Yep.
That looks pretty good. And look at all the different shapes we have.
Oh, ready?
So we have some rounds and some squares and some rectangles, right?
I like these kind the best. Rectangles?
Yeah, the rectangles. I like that too. You can see all the pretty colors, you guys. These really, really sparkle. I like that.
Kind of?
Yeah, we did put it on stretchy. So I'm going to show them how to do something called a surgeon's knot. Okay? So a surgeon's knot is left over right. And then you're also going to flip twice when we do that. And then you're going to go right over left. Okay? That's a little different than a square knot, which is going to be just a left over right and right over left. Okay? So I'm going to see if I can try to show this on camera pretty good. Okay? Okay, so whichever direction, I think that as long as you just alternate the directions, you're fine. Okay, so when we talk about, well, I'm going to do my left over my right. Okay, and then when we do that first flip, we're actually going to flip twice here. Okay, so it kind of looks like four little swirls there. See that? Hey, Christine. Okay. And then we're going to go right over left. Okay. And then that's going to just have kind of a double. So you're going to have 4 on the bottom and kind of 2 on the top. Okay. As we prepare to get this all pulled nice and tight. Okay. So just like you're kind of tying your shoelaces, I'm going to flip around here. Okay. I'm going to pull that bottom as tight as I can. Okay. So I'm pulling, and then I'm going to get my top ready, just like I was doing the bow here, okay? And then I'm going to kind of pop that real tight and real quick. Good to see you. Bet the cat's happy to have you home. Okay? And then, you know, sometimes I like to tie a 3rd knot here just because I use a little bit finer thread, and you'll see that that knot can get fairly small, okay? And so while that's there, I want to take this hypo cement here. Okay, there's a fine tip needle here. Okay, and I want to kind of just get it right into the knot here. I like to have a little piece of paper handy so that I can just set this down on there as I try to get this little needle down. Okay, you guys, and that's pretty much it. Okay, I'm going to wait for that glue to dry. And once that does, I'm going to clip really, really close here.
Mom?
Just here. You want? Okay. Okay. And then actually clip so close that already lost a knot in there. Okay. And there you have a stretchy bracelet. Okay. You can get yours today here. Let's see. The little crystals, they run $2.50 each. So I think we have this bracelet here. It takes 12 of these crystals. Okay. So we have 2 bracelets, maybe only one, because I think Jonah likes it. But we'll sell these for $30. And guys, I'll have the crystals individually as well, or if you want this color set, we'll make you one also. And we can get this in the mail to you. We can do curbside pickup. We're trying to work in a variety of ways, so feel free to give us a call. So thanks for joining me doing our stretchy sparkly bracelet today. I'm also going to come on again live at 2 o'clock and kind of do a shopping version. So I'm going to do a shop with me. I'm probably also going to do a video of the shop so that you guys can check that out anytime that you guys are online, even if you're not with me live. So I appreciate you guys. No need to weave in the ends. You know, I just cut it close enough so that glue kind of stops the knot. Thanks, Amy. I'm just catching that before. I hope you're still on with me. So I kind of tuck in the ends and then I pull it into a bead. If the knot sometimes is, you know, nice and snug, you can really kind of get it stuck in there. So some bracelets, unfortunately, when you are trying to restring one, which we oftentimes are redoing a lot of these for you guys, that we end up losing a bead because the knot is held in there. I kind of like that because that way then when you're pulling on the rest of the bracelet, that way then the tension isn't going right onto the knot. It goes on the rest of the stretchy where it should be good and strong and the thickest at least you can offer. So hope that helps. But thank you guys for joining me. I'm going to come on again at 2 o'clock and I'm going to do a shop with me. That way I'm going to kind of show you some things that you can buy from us. I know that there's a lot of you guys trying to figure out ways to support us here. We really appreciate that. I found that really, really heartwarming to see our community really reaching out. I'd like to be a forum for, you know, anything that I can help you guys with. So those that might be having tough time with daycare, there's a lot of things out there available for you. So check your neighborhood. You know, there's sometimes people who are looking to try to volunteer. I know that it's a scary time. I know a lot of people are losing their jobs, and so I'm definitely trying to help any way that I can. So this afternoon, ways that you can help us here is, you know, joining me on live, not feeling so isolated. You know, I really like reading your reviews. So if there was anything that you liked in this video, if it can get you some hypo cement, some stretch magic, some of these sparkly beads, I'm happy to take pictures for you. And then again, you know, you can join me at 2 o'clock. People have called in, you know, just buying gift certificates to help make sure our doors stay open. So join me again at 2 o'clock. I'm going to have a little lunch, probably check out Mo Williams, and we'll see you guys soon. Thank you.